Hello, my soapy friends, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Lissa, also known as the Soap Chef on this channel, where we make all things with a rather good lather. I'm a professional soap maker, aromatherapist, and bath bomb expert for over 2 decades. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Good morning, friends. We are over here at Creation Station, and we're going to be making some bath salts for the holiday season, and we're going to be putting them inside of these really cute ornament containers that are fillable. They're empty. You just screw that cap right on off, and you fill those up. That's a nice hefty size. This makes about 10 ounces of bath salts. So I'm going to be giving you guys the recipe to this. We're going to be starting off with our Natrasorb bath, our fragrance, and our polysorbate. And the reason why we're using Natrasorb bath is a couple of different reasons. Number one, it helps to retain the scent in your bath products. I did a video on this regarding your bath bombs and how this can help to retain your scent. I'll go ahead and put that link down below, or I'll put the iCard up here so you guys can view that video. But it's also an anti-clumping agent. And as we're all aware, if we've ever tried to make bath salts before, they do have a tendency of getting kind of clumpy and maybe even staying a little bit wet because it's salt. And salt draws water down into whatever it's incorporated into. So we're going to start off here with our magnesium chloride. I've gone ahead and given this a couple little buzzes in my little mini grinder, not to, get it into a fine powder. I don't want that, but I don't want the really big, huge chunks either. So there's our magnesium chloride. Cullenox salt is next. 99% pure Cullenox salt. Then we have our dendritic salt, which will also help to anchor your scent. Then we have our fine sea salt. This is our fine dead sea salt. Then we have our coarse dead sea salt. Then we have our Epsom salt, followed by our baking soda, which has already been bloomed with our dye. That is your water softener. Okay, let me give you the percentages of these. The magnesium chloride, 1%. Cullenox salt, 2%. Dendritic salt, 5%. Your fine sea salt, 27%. Coarse sea salt, 27%. Epsom salt, 24%. Baking soda that's been bloomed, 10%. We've got 2% on the Natrasorb, 1% on our fragrance oil. Today I am using Pink Magnolia, and 1% on our polysorbate. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and take that scent and incorporate that into your Natrasorb bath. Let me grab a little utensil here. I'm just going to grab a fork. Go ahead and put that off to the side. And then just start mixing this up. We're going to get in here with our fingers in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and get that polysorbate in here as well. If you guys wanted to add a little bit of an oil to your bath salts, you could, and this is the phase that you would go ahead and put this into. You would start off putting that oil into your Natrasorb bath and getting that all incorporated with your other liquids. I personally don't use oil in my bath salts, even though I do have the polysorbate in here. I just choose not to. It's just a personal preference, that's all. All right, let's get in here now with our fingers and really mash this all together. Actually, this is not even a big enough vessel. Hold, please. Okay, this is a much better container, so I can get my hand down in there and really start mixing away. Okay, so we do have our Natrasorb bath in here, our fragrance oil, and our polysorbate 20. So just get in there after you've incorporated all of that. Get in here and just start mashing it around with your fingers. Break up any of the clumping that is in here. Smells fantastic. Even just at 1%, you don't need a whole lot, especially when it comes to bath salts. You don't really need a whole lot. And I only do 3 scents in my bath salts. I do this one, which is the Pink Magnolia. Then I do a lavender and chamomile, and then I do a rosemary mint. That's it, just those 3. You guys know I like to work in threes. All right, that seems pretty good. I don't really feel any clumping or anything in here. All right, we've got that all in there really well. Okay, that's all incorporated really nicely. Let's stick that off to the side and grab our big mixing bowl, and we're just gonna start dumping everything in here. Magnesium chloride, Cullinox salt, dendritic salt, fine sea salt, coarse sea salt, Epsom salt, our bloomed baking soda, all right, here comes the fun part. Start mashing. If you see little clumps like this, just break them up with your hands. That's some of the salt. Just give it a little squeeze with your fingers. It'll break it right up nice. And if not, toss that one. I'm doing this part first before I add our fragranced Natrasor bath, because I want to get all the salt incorporated with the colored baking soda real well before I add that next phase. See, this isn't even really a very good vessel. Hold, please. There we go. Now I've got some working room. Get in here and mash this around. Make sure you get all these little clumps of white salt that are clumped up. Make sure you break all that up. After you took all the time to color the baking soda real nice, last thing you want is little clumps of your actual salts that we've added here. It happens. I've got, as you can see by this recipe, I have a ton of salt everywhere. All right, that's fairly good. I'm going to keep going, but we're going to go ahead and add the Natrasor bath now that we have got the our fragrance and our polysorbate. All right, let's get that into the mix. This is literally the only time of year that I do bath salts, because it does take some incorporating, you know what I mean, to get all these little teeny white specks out of here. So we're going to speed this video up while I am making sure that all of these clumps are taken care of. Okay, for the most part, all of the white is out of here. There's a couple little white little specks. I can live with that. How you will know that your mixture is good to go is take a fistful of it and squeeze, just like you would a bath bomb. Squeeze it. If it holds its shape, that's not good, because we don't want it to clump. Okay, so there's no clumping going on here. No, so we're good to go. Now, a lot of people would probably go ahead and start to package this now. I don't do that. I do put it out onto one of my trays here and I let it dry overnight. So let's go ahead and dump that. And we're going to spread it out. Poke some holes throughout here, and I'm going to let this sit in the curing room with the dehumidifier on overnight, just to make sure. And I'm just like taking my fingers and just like poking holes all over. So you can see like some of these bigger chunks that look white, so that would look like some of the salt. That's actually one of the little pieces of the magnesium chloride. Okay, that's it. Come back in a couple of seconds and then we'll go ahead and put these into these cute little ornaments. Okay?
The next day.
Okay guys, it is the next day and we are going to go ahead and fill this little container. It's a clear ornament container. It's shaped like a teardrop or a light bulb, I guess. Screw the top off. We're going to go ahead and take a funnel. If I can hold on to this without it slipping out of my hands. All right, let's just grab some scoops and get that into this container here. You can squeeze, like this is silicone. This funnel that I'm using, it's silicone. So you can squeeze it to help all that salt go down. And this is completely dry, as you can see, with no clumping. So it's in good shape. I've already done most of the ones that I'm going to do. I have a little metal tree that resembles like a little Christmas tree. It's only 2 feet high. I'm going to show you guys at the end here. It's not going to fit into the frame completely, but you'll get the idea. And then I just hang these off of that tree. All right, screw that on. Move this out of the way. So here it is, completely filled up. All dry, there's no clumping. Smells really great. So then what I do is I have this little tree. Again, it's not going to fit into the entire frame, but I have this little metal tree and then I just hang all of the bath salts off of this tree and it looks really cool. All right. Okay, you guys, that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. The recipe is in the video, obviously. It won't clump up on you and stick together. It smells great, looks great. I forgot to mention where you can get these. You can get a bunch of these online. They're very small. They're about like this. If you get them from Amazon, they're tiny, but you can get them for a really good price. These ones are the bigger ones, and I wanted the bigger ones because this is a good, at least 2 baths, if not 3. For me personally, I would get 3 baths out of this, but you can get these at the Dollar Tree. So it's $1.25 for each one of those, which I think for this size is fairly reasonable. So let's just grab one of each of the colors so you guys can see them all together. All right, and there we are, you guys. There's our Christmas bath salts that I'm going to be hanging on my little metal tree right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, do all those YouTube-y things. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you who have already subscribed. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Stay safe, enjoy the time with your loved ones, and we'll see you soon.